By a round of applause, do we have any parents on here tonight? Nice. For the rest of you, anyone who has or had a parent? All on the same page now. I was making my little guy lunch, and he said to me, "Mommy, is it the middle of the day or the end of the day?" I was like, "Really? You have no idea, like, what time of day it is outside?" And he was like, "No. Nighty night." Right? I love it. I love it. Now, as soon as you become a parent, you discover the power in motivating by counting. Do you know those parents? Yeah? Okay. So my husband uses it all the time for everything. So he'll say to my son, "It's bath time, let's go." And my son's like, "No. 1, 2, boom, right to bed." He'll say to my daughter, "It's bedtime, move it." And she's like, "No. 1, 2, boom, right to bed." He'll say to me, "Pleasure me." And I'm like, "No. 1, 2, boom." Just because that's how long he lasts. Sure. Yeah. So there's big milestones that kids hit, right? Lots of milestones. One of them is when your kid first loses their very first baby tooth, right? Baby tooth, they're officially no longer a baby. My daughter was one of the first in her class to lose a tooth. So she was bragging about it. You know, all the kids were talking at the jungle gym under the monkey bars. They were like, "You see that girl over there? She lost her tooth." They were all excited because they know that the tooth fairy broke into her house in the middle of the night, stole her childhood, and replaced it with a buck under the pillow. And now all the other little girls are dying to lose theirs. Okay, what is this setting our kids up for? Competing against your friends as to who lost it first, telling a story of how you lost it, how it hurt, how it bled, and how when it was all over, some stranger left a wad of cash on the mattress. Tooth fairy turned my baby into a prostitute. Kids make everything incredibly difficult. I was trying to get my daughter to cross a street. Okay, that is a simple task. That is A to B. That is a straight line. Okay, but I can't get her to move. So I have to entice her by inventing a game. So I say to her, "Okay, the white stripes in the crosswalk, those are actually islands. Tropical islands with white sand beaches, and it is your job to hop as quickly as possible from one island to the next to get safely to the other side without touching any of the surrounding asphalt, because that happens to be swarming with deadly crocodiles. And even so much as a toe even touches that asphalt, a crocodile is going to eat you and you're going to die." Fun game, she loves it. So there we are, we're at an intersection waiting to cross the street, okay? On the other side of the street, there is another family that's waiting to cross this direction, towards us. That family happens to be of the African American persuasion. Lights change, we begin. I forget to play the game, and I take a step down into the crocodile-infested waters. And my daughter, in the loudest voice in the history of mankind, screams at the top of her lungs, "Whites only!" For reals. I freeze. I see this family staring at my blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nazi youth poster child. And my first instinct is to ditch her. And I do! I abandon her in the middle of the street. I make eye contact with this family, and I'm like, can you believe this racist kid?